Good evening, everyone. What a wonderful opportunity it is to be here speaking to you this evening. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Miss Gleason, and this year I've had the honor of teaching International Relations and World History to this beautiful class of 2015. Before I begin, graduates, I want you to look out here. And I want you to look into this sea of beautiful, familiar faces. And I want you to think about how much help they've given you along this journey. I also want you to take a moment to feel all of the love and pride in this auditorium tonight, because it's all for you. So typically people start these speeches by thanking separately the groups that helped these graduates get on the stage tonight. But I'm not going to do that because we are not a separated community. We are at LGA, one big giant family. LGA has been a place where families, teachers, community partners, and our students get along and work together to get the job done. And graduates, you should feel so very proud to be a part of this enormous, loving, and yes, slightly crazy family. When I became a teacher here 4 years ago at the Law and Government Academy, LGA welcomed me with open arms. But these guys, the class of 2015, they've left a legacy on my soul and fundamentally changed who I am. You know, when they first met me and when I first met them, I was 22 years old. They met me as Miss Gleason, the Spanish teacher, one of the youngest teachers on the staff. I couldn't even chaperone field trips because I wasn't old enough. It was my second year of teaching when I met these guys, and I was still trying to figure out what it was all about. And like them, I had a lot of growing and a lot of learning to do. You know, when I came here, I had this idea of what teaching really looked like. And I thought it was me standing in front of a classroom, teaching students, giving them a few tests, doing some cool projects, having some cool conversations, and then they'd be on their way. But you see, it's never been one-sided with these guys. I thought I was going to be the teacher, but I ended up as the student. I thought I was going to come here and teach, but instead the class of 2015 became the most profound teacher of all. They didn't let me get away with anything. They forced me from the moment I began to be a better teacher and a better person. I mean, let's take it back for a second here to the 10th grade. Let's take it back to the 10th grade version of Melanie Hardy. Or the always defiant, but according to him, always cool Devin Canales. Or we can always go back to that time when Chelsea Stevens and Carissa DeLary were quiet. No, I'm just kidding. That never happened, ever. Not possible. Joking aside, the reality is that you guys changed me, and you challenged me every single day. And I hope that I've done the same for you. You see, I had no other option. I had to get better. And eventually, we all grew together, and the journey has been so beautiful. You all had a good run, you know, in the 10th and 11th grade. You had fun. But when it came time for your senior year, the tables turned. And it was your turn to share the feeling of stress that you had given to your teachers in 10th and 11th grade. I remember the first month of school when Sharomia and Alicia ran to me in tears about their first international relations paper. I remember when Shanoy Tucker begged me to drop out of my ECE class, but we didn't let her do that. And I remember the dark circles that would form midweek around their eyes because of Miss Allison's long readings. And I remember just a few short weeks ago, the sheer panic that came upon these guys during capstone week. But throughout this time, whether academically or otherwise, I've watched you guys flourish, not just into great learners, but into excellent people. I've watched people like Trisselle and Janelle form unbreakable bonds of friendship. I've seen Khalil Patterson actually get over his jealousy that he can't have Travis's voice. And I think maybe the coolest thing that I've seen is this spring when I was finishing up my own graduate degree and making plans about my own life. You guys turned the tables on me and offered me the support and the motivation that I had given you for the 3 years prior. I know I always joke about not wanting demon children, but you guys have taught me that with a big enough family and that perfect balance between tough love, even annoying 10th graders can grow up to be exceptional young adults. So thank you. I have one last thing to say. I'm standing on this stage tonight with a few more gray hairs than when they first met me when I was 22. I don't thank you for that. Antonio, that's you. But at the same time, I'm not standing on this stage with the same people either. I'm not standing on this stage with the obnoxious 10th graders that I once knew that caused those gray hairs in the first place. I'm standing on this stage with resilient young men and women who I have watched grow up and who, whether you guys know it or not, have helped me grow so much in return. I wish you guys the best of luck, and as you move forward on this journey, it is an honor to take this leap with you. Thank you.